screen work on this. We're down in the music room today. Sick garbage. Mega garbage, might I add. But we're going to try it. The reason why it's garbage because we don't got good reception down here. And I'm still constructing this area into a music area. Which is a little hard because when we get heavy rains here in Kentucky, the basement floods. So I can't really put any wood instruments. I can put the electronics here, raise them up, run the risk of them getting corroded over time, but it doesn't flood that often, just when it gets bad. But anyways, the signal's bad. It's going to cut in and out. It's going to pause in and out, but I want to play the piano. People have been wanting that for a while. It is Thanksgiving time, but I do play Christmas music at this point and other songs. So. Liking the live, sharing it, commenting, all boosts the algorithm and also gives me something to talk about. If you have a suggestion, I will play it if I know it. That's a good cup of chew. We will be live on Fortnite or some game later tonight. We always are live. So turn notifications on for that. Only 3 people watching? Well, now you got 7. I'm typically used to not having a lot of people, regardless of viewership. I think on YouTube the most viewers I had in a live was 300, and that was before I had 1,000 subscribers. That was back when Telltale The Walking Dead series, it wasn't the final season, but it was a New Frontier. When that one came out, I decided to stream it when the last episode came out, and we had 300 viewers. And on TikTok, the most I've had was 1,000 viewers, and I only had 300,000 on there. And Instagram, I think I've had at the most maybe 80 viewers. So I'm used to it. Having the amount of followers and the amount of videos I make does not necessarily mean you're granted that many views. Depends on who's active at the time, if they get the notification. It's not necessarily people not wanting to watch, it's they don't know that I'm live. I'm just used to it. You're new to this, Heather. Well, welcome. Anyways, we're live almost every night. I'm a gamer. We do a lot of gaming lives. I've been uploading some gaming videos here recently. Over the last year, most of my content has been surrounded by the family history, but I do more than that, and I want people to know that I do more than that. Like I said, a lot of people like the family history stuff, but I've said in the past that I could represent the brand and this family through not just the chicken and the history, but the other things that I do to welcome in newer generations to be introduced to the brand and whatever else. videos on this channel on Fortnite and quite a few live streams. It's one of my favorite things to play with my siblings. Alright, to the piano. Playing with a smashed thumb right now. Let's see what else we got here. What can we do? It's been about a year since I played any Christmas songs. Let me bring my music books down here so I can actually play them. Anybody have any suggestions? I really wish I could use the screen. I don't know how to do it on here. I do take suggestions if anybody has them. Don't be shy. If I don't know it, I'll tell you I don't know it. Okay, so that's fine. usually play by ear. I have a over 100-year-old piano. It's been in the family for generations. Was that piano, and somebody I couldn't separate my hands, so like I'd play the same note with both hands. And there was a music teacher retired at my church, and she passed away in 2020. And she said that she'd give me free lessons and teach me how to separate my hands. So she did, and I learned how to do chords with my left hand and play with the right hand. And then another music instructor, retired music teacher that was playing for the church, taught me how to play further. I wonder if there's a better sound to do that on. Probably cut out. I don't know if the little when it uploads later, if you're gonna be able to hear anything that cut out when the signal goes out. But we don't got good Wi-Fi down here in the basement. I'm turning it into the best kind of music room that possibly can. I need to save up a little bit of the YouTube money to be able to invest down here. Hey, Glacier. You want to know what pressure frying a piano looks like? I don't think you could fit it in there. Our internet's going to keep cutting in and out. It's not a great signal down here. Okay. Now I think we got it. Now I think we got a party. Yep. That's all I know of that one. Might want to hook up a camera down there to rig your upstairs to do these. I don't know how either. The way that this downstairs area is, it's not small, but it's small. It's not like you can go under the whole house. And where the main streaming room is nowhere near this. So I don't know how I would be able to do that. I'd love to do that. That'd probably work better. But really, all I need to do is invest in a Wi-Fi boosting. I have a Wi-Fi booster down here. It just sucks. I just have to invest in a better one. But you know, all that stuff costs money, and money I don't got right now. When we do, it'll be pretty cool because then I'll be able to really make this place work. I can bring all my instruments down here and play them. So let's hope that all works. I like the area. The area is pretty good for music. I've repainted the walls, made it look like a little music studio. I'm happy. Now, Uncle Harley had a piano. I know his wife played, his first or second wife. I don't know if his first wife played, but he had a piano. Opie, I've always played. I've always played. There's videos on this channel from 10 years ago of me playing the piano. I've always played. Collab? No, the membership thing doesn't have collab things in it, Glacier. If I'm in the area or in a capable way of doing it, sometimes I'll just collab with somebody if I know them or if I trust them. Playing video games with me, being able to play on, the membership thing. I don't think anybody. We don't have a whole lot of members. I think we got 8. And I think tier 3 is the one to play games where I'll add you and we'll play games on lives or just whenever. But really, all my members, I should make it work for all the members because I'll play with anybody that's paying money. I cannot see, so I must squint. Well, hello. I'm also broke. It's the world we live in today. Even when we're not broke, we're broke. Because we have to allocate that money to other things. My ducks come first, and then everything else that goes running this channel. I'm a very simple person right now. That helps as well. Do we have suggestions, though? I used to have 4 ducks, and the coyote got them. I have one original duck left that's Peabody. She's doing good. People who are members do get the follow up on that because that's one of the content I offer for members is raising ducks. And we also got Milton, a new addition. I just played Carol of the Bells. I appreciate that. It's still hard on me, but I will say it's easier on the bank not having to feed 4 ducks and just having to feed 2 of them. In a way, it's a blessing in disguise in that it helps me build this channel up and do the things I need to do to make this succeed. If it doesn't succeed, I'm going to go do something else to succeed. You guys just won't see it on the internet. Right now, this is my endeavor of what I'm trying to do with myself and Kentucky Fried Chicken. And turns out Quackers, if those are in here that are members, Quackers had Bumblefoot, and we followed that for about a month trying to heal it, and hers was so bad she wasn't going to heal from it, and the coyote got her. Lucky always had ailments with her. She's an old duck. She always had issues ever since she was born. She was the runt. They picked on her, and so she wasn't really all in the greatest of shape because the way she walked, she had some issues with her hips, and Babe broke her leg just 2 weeks prior to being killed. So the 3 ducks that had the worst ailments with them and issues, and I still love them all equally. I take care of them all equally. But the 3 ducks that had the worst issues were taken, so they're no longer suffering. And I was lucky enough that Chewy got into the pen to ward off the coyote so that I wouldn't have to deal with them being gone. I was able to bury them rather than being taken away. So, in a way, it's a blessing. They're not suffering anymore from any of their ailments that they did have, and they're not going to suffer from the new things that they developed that weren't I didn't have the capabilities of treating. And Peabody, as sad as it is, she no longer has her sisters. She's doing pretty good now. She has a male partner, and she hasn't laid any eggs in a month, but we'll see where that goes. I think I got 10 episodes of Hardcore that each one's about 40 minutes long. I need to edit. That's the other thing. If I get a job, I want to go work at Kentucky Fried Chicken down the road, and I'm going to be a fry cook. Either way, I'm going to be continuing the legacy in one way or the other. You guys won't see that because you're not supposed to film on work duties. So I'm not going to do that unless they pay me to do that, which they wouldn't. I'd be a fry cook. And if I do that, I give up doing a lot of the YouTube stuff. I still do the shorts, but we want to be able to do the long videos that we do. There's few people that watch them, but there are people that watch them. As long as somebody watches, I'll make the videos. I spend 8 hours a day editing videos. It is a lot of work. And it's just now starting to pay off. I've been doing it for a decade, and I've had previous jobs before YouTube, and I just did it on the side. I didn't really make good videos back then, but I honed in on my skills throughout the years and got to a point where I could do it. Yeah, it has to be stress on her. She's healed up from her wounds, but I'm still grieving the three babies being gone. There's no way she's not grieving it. They've been literally her entire life. They were born together in the same clutch. I raised them from little babies in my hand. And some people think it's funny to chicken guys raising ducks. Well, I'm less likely to eat them if I raise ducks instead. And I love them from the moment. We've lost a couple of kitties too far. I'm sorry. Some behind the scenes. I know quite a bit of behind the scenes facts of how they operate today. I didn't before. 8 years I spent dogging on KFC because I didn't like their ads and I didn't like their quality nearby me. And I criticized them. I got to the point where they did block me. We're not blocked anymore. Obviously, we're in good relations now, and it all led up to me working for free for a competitor, getting them well known, them dropping me, and KFC opening the door to be friends, not work, but to be friends. And it's been good since then. But before they opened that door to show me, I guess because I started getting enough views that maybe we should have this guy see the good that we're doing rather than talk bad about us, because apparently I have a say in the internet world. But they decided to invite me in. They showed me the kitchen. I'm not supposed to go in the kitchen because I'm not an employee. Insurance purposes, you're not supposed to go into the kitchen. Well, they let me in the kitchen. They let me see behind the scenes of how they operated. And it was great. They got franchisees can choose now between Henny Penny and Winston Industries, and I prefer the Winston because that's the one that Uncle Harley had hands in making with Winston. Winston Shelton in the 1970s. And I prefer that one. Well, in the 90s, PepsiCo, when they first purchased Kentucky Fried Chicken, went to Henny Penny only, and they could only use Henny Penny. And that's why a lot of the franchisees from back then left. Some of them stuck through it, and they're still operating today. But a lot of them left, and one of them, like in the UK, Miss Millie's Awesome Chicken was started by a corporate franchise operator in the UK and the Colonel's daughter, Mildred. And they started that over in the UK, which is just a small chain of restaurants. I think there's like 3 or 4 locations over there. And Cousin Lee, he left, and after Uncle Harley sold out, he saw his opportunity to get out. He knew the changes would be made, and he created his own Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. And Uncle Harley started the Claudia Sanders Dinner House. Yeah, I'm glad too. It took 8 years talking bad about them, not really getting anywhere online, dealing with the hate of people that says my family has no right to say anything anymore. And making fun of them, poking fun at their customer service, making memes. 8 years, they finally invited me in. They showed me how the things work in the kitchen. I got invited to the Association of Kentucky Fried Chicken Franchisees group, which is all the largest franchisees in the world that are in one group. It's a convention that they do as well. I was invited into that group. I'm able to see how they operate, what the behind the scenes there are, how they work. And what I have determined is 99% of the franchisees take pride in what they do, and they are aware of some of the issues. Not everybody, not every restaurant operates the same way. Some of them cut corners, and it was that way when Uncle Harley operated the restaurants as well. It's nothing new. People cut corners, and they're aware of that. But I get to see how they lift each other up. They're very supportive of their employees when they do good. They recognize them. They get cards. Sometimes they get rewards and gifts, and just recognition for their hard work and what they do. Whether that's cleaning up the kitchen really well, making their first batch of chicken, or just really good customer service. They lift each other up. They're very proud of their employees. They treat each other like a family. When I got to go to Corbin, I got to see how all the employees appreciate each other, work together, and also appreciate the things that I do and what Uncle Harley did, and appreciate the history. So by them giving me that time of day rather than us continuing the feud, they got to show me that there is commitments that are being made. That I was wrong on quite a few things when I just based all of my opinions on one location in Florida, which sucked. I based all of my opinions on that, and they wanted to prove me wrong on some of it. I got to teach them some things that they had wrong too. And it's not on the corporate level that they had wrong, but some history facts that they tried to share, some of the members and the managers. I got to teach them some things that they had wrong or some things that they didn't know. And now I'm in contact with quite a few of them, and we talk almost daily. Sometimes when they're busy, it takes a couple weeks to get a hold of them, but we share the stories. I share the stories of past franchisee families that come to my pages with them. And some of them, 9 times out of 10, it's somebody that used to work for like JRN or KBP brands, and they have good stories to share. Sometimes it's people that worked under a bad manager and they have stories to share there of when Uncle Harley would come in and he'd start cussing up a storm, and then he'd tell employees, it's not your fault, it's the idiots in charge here. And I get to share those stories with them, and they appreciate that too. It makes their job a little more fun. I'm a yap sesh. I could yap about this stuff all the time. Anyways, I'm glad that they gave me the time of day. It's a little upsetting how Lee's did their thing. I'm glad that they're in contact with Lee's daughter and grandchildren and involve them in things. How they treated me. I'm good with my cousins, by the way. How Lee's treated me, they completely dropped me off the face of the earth when I wanted to work for them. And we ran a campaign on TikTok. They ghosted me on the answer until I finally said, I'm not promoting your locations. I'm not taking customers' requests anymore, and I'm not going to visit your stores and spend money out of my pocket to visit your stores and promote the locations and consult with customers. If you're not going to pay me to be a spokesperson, I'm going to go my separate way. Well, they cut me off completely. I was hoping when KFC opened the door, it happened on the same day. KFC opened the door to promote each other's history, and you know how Popeyes takes shots at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Kentucky Fried Chicken takes shots at Popeyes occasionally, or Wendy's will take a shot at McDonald's or something. Kind of a friendly competition thing there, whether on the corporate level or a local level. I was hoping for something like that, but unfortunately, the connections with me and the corporation of Lee's has been severed. We'll see where Kentucky Fried Chicken goes, but the difference between the two, because a lot of people are like, why did you go to KFC when they treated you guys so badly over the years? KFC didn't take advantage of me. They never asked me to do any free marketing for them. They never misled me and asked me to use my connections to promote their stuff. Not that they need me to, but They never asked me to do that stuff. Lee's did ask me to do it, or at least Stoneward, the company that does their social media. They asked me to do that stuff on the impression that I would be working for them, and I trusted the handshake at the time, and I did it on my own stupidity. But it was a learning experience for me, so I am appreciative of that. Anyways, KFC never did that. They showed enough respect even after 8 years of me just trashing them, like Uncle Harley did. They showed me respect and my family respect and Uncle Harley respect enough to stop the ad campaign that they were doing. They might do it again in the future, and I don't care if they do. If it's a foolish thing, I'll say it. I'm not expecting hate from it. I'm not expecting them to stop it. But I am expecting people to understand that I will say something if they make a mockery of Uncle Harley again. But they stopped their ad campaign, they invited me out, and they talked with me. Lee's used me and then completely dropped me rather than talking with me. So the moment that I quit doing free work for Lee's, they cut off communication and act like I don't exist. Kentucky Fried Chicken and their franchisee members still stay in contact with me, and they showed respect. It took 8 years to get it, but that's why you don't see me advertising a bunch of things about Lee's or talking about Lee's. I will talk about the history and my history with them, but I'm not going to tell you, oh, go to this location, this place. On TikTok, I was telling people what locations of Lee's there were because they weren't very well known around the world. I would tell them where you could go, where the best ones were, which ones took coupons, yada, yada, yada. I was telling people where to go and directing them. In each video, somebody would comment, well, I live here. Where's my closest Lee's? And I would show them. I'm not going to do that stuff. The only location of Kentucky Fried Chicken that I will advertise is the Sanders Cafe, because I have that understanding with them. They have that with me. I respect them. I respect what they do. And that is the best location, in my opinion, that I've ever been to. It is the only one that I will recommend because it has a lot of history. Now, I might occasionally poke at the Louisville Museum and headquarters because there's a lot of history there too. They have a museum there. I'll advertise places that have the history that you could go and learn about, but I'm not going to tell people your closest Kentucky Fried Chicken is here. Unless they pay me to do that, I'm not doing that. Does it make sense? Now I'm done yapping. Do we have music that we want to listen to? I know I'm lagging, Opie. The Wi-Fi is not that great down here. Again, once YouTube, I'm hoping, I don't expect me to be like a Mr. Beast of the internet, but I'm hoping I get up there. I do have friends that I made online that are up there. So that doesn't entitle me to be there, but I can see that it's possible for somebody to do it. And a lot of people look at these guys and they're like, oh, they got to be fake. Some people are fake, a lot of them are not. And if somebody average like that can do it, I can do it too. So once that happens, I'll invest and make this stuff better, and we'll have some pretty good conversations down here in the music room. See you later, Glacier. I'm sure you'll be on the one later. Do I know Imagine? Okay, so we're going off of Christmas. There it is. I play guitar. I used to play the trumpet. I still have it. I don't know if I can. I'm learning the bagpipes. That one's hard. I wish I could bring them down here. It's still too wet for woodwind instruments to be down here. Good night, Ertie. Yeah, no, I don't know that one. My ear. No, any classical stuff. Hold on. I might actually know. Hold on. know what I'm trying at least. There it is. You do that. Okay, Opie, that's a little bit. That's a you do what? Matt has said worst burrito. know. I don't know that. I don't know that. I can't even pretend to play that. Oh, look at Millennium Falcon to hang my hat on, but you can't see it. We gotta do, before I wrap this up, and I am going to wrap this up. If y'all want to see us live later, it'll be gaming in better quality, I promise you. Hop on over to subscribing if you haven't, and click the like button, turn on the notifications, and I'll schedule a stream for later, and you'll be able to play, or not play, watch, play. And I'll talk to you. Looking for the right sound here. There it is. Marshall Tucker. I know the Marshall Tucker band, but I don't know how to play that. I don't know if I remember how to do Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah, no, I don't. I used to know how to play Bridge Over Troubled Water and The Sound of Silence, but I can't remember them right now. That's the end of Mike Wolfie. I'm going to have to go live on Instagram. wrap this up on here. I'm going to do a couple of lives on other platforms, try to persuade people to come to YouTube because this is the platform I want to be on. And thank you for watching.